colleagues in Parliament, YB Leng, Yang Makrokoma, Leng Wong, Organizing Chairman, YB Tony Hoa, Pandak Kuching MP, Chong Sienten, my colleagues from far away, the land of the Hornbill, Sarawak, TV, Leon Nono, Dr. Anthony Ryan, and Modi Bimo. My greetings to all of you here in Petaling Jaya. Ladies and gentlemen, the slogan tonight, one big step for Sarawak, one giant step for Malaysia. They sound very familiar to me. I remember at about 11:30 on the 16th of May 2010. The television were all there, radio were all there, the media were all there. In Sibu, I said this: one small step in Sibu, one giant step to Petra Jaya, one giant step to Putra Jaya. That was May 16, 2010. Nobody thought that it was possible for DAP and Pakada Rakyat to take down the Barisan Nasional in Sibu. Barisan Nasional had been holding Sibu since 1986. And I have been in DAP. I have been a candidate for DAP since 1986. My political career has spanned more than 16 years, about 26 years. 26. And it took us 24 years to conquer the constituency called Sibu. Thank you all. I know and I'm aware that PJ folks were very concerned about Sibu. I knew and I know the Malaysians were very concerned about Sibu, and we made it through the vehicle called Pakatan Rakyat. Pakatan Rakyat, this vehicle is still here and is here to stay in Malaysia. And together, under ticket Pakatan Rakyat, all Malaysians are now standing together to go against Barisan Nasional. We are marching to Putra Jaya. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of DAP Sarawak, I must thank you all for your generous donation. I know economy is no good, I know financial is tight, but I know that you, Petaling Jaya folks, are more than generous. Thank you all. You have all heard Sarawak is far, far away from here. You have all heard Sarawak is a very big state. But how big? How big is Sarawak? How far is Sarawak from here? I can just tell you this. Selangor has an area of 8,104 square kilometers. 8104. I can also tell you, Penang has an area of 1048 square kilometers. And I can also tell you, Sarawak has an area of 124,450 square kilometers. I can also tell you, if Leng is the Chief Minister of Sarawak, he will make it 118 times. Sarawak is 118 times the size of Leng, not smaller but bigger. Sarawak is 15 times the size of Selangor. So the military minister of Selangor can make himself 18 times the Chief Minister of Sarawak. I know a lot of you have been to Sibu. I know a lot of you have been to Sarawak. A lot of people here have also not been to Sarawak. Let me welcome you. When you have time, please visit the land of the Hornbill. Please visit the land of the Upa. On behalf of Sarawak, not only Pakatan Rakyat, on behalf of all the people of Sarawak, I welcome you all to Sarawak. Don't worry about the fact that hotel accommodation is very costly in KL. Hotel accommodation is very cheap in Sarawak. In the event that you are backpackers, in the event that you wish to stay with Rakyat Sarawak, you are very, very welcome to stay in long houses in Sarawak. Why do I say so? I can say so because I am sure Modi, Leong and Dr. Anthony Bryan can bear testimony. Dayaks in Sarawak are very friendly people. They'll never quarrel with you. Yes, they got bluffed. They got cheated by the Barisan Nasional. Yes. But they are very, very friendly people. They used to tell everybody, if a dog loses its way and comes to the log house, everyone in the log house will welcome and look after the dog. What more? Human beings, fellow human beings. So I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, when you come to Sarawak, be part of it. Food in long houses is good and simple and sumptuous. You will not be very familiar with the fact that in one long house, there will be 40, even up to 72 households living together under the same roof. But they are very poor. Ladies and gentlemen, they are very poor. And that's the reason why I said the Barisan National people have been blocking them. I remember in Parliament, about a few days ago, a few Barisan National members of Parliament said that the Iman folks are so grateful to the Bantuan Rakyat Satu Malaysia, the 500 ringgit financial aid. That when they received the money, they said the lower house folks cried. Yes, I can understand because they are very poor with a red apple dangled in front of them. They are attracted to it. I'm only hoping that they understand that that money does not belong to Taib, that money does not belong to Muhyiddin, that money does not belong to Najib Razak, but every single cent from BR1M belongs to the Malaysian people. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a lot of things to tell you, but time will not permit. I can understand that. It is not easy, but as I said, one small step in Sibu is a big step to Petra Jaya. Petra Jaya is the place where our Dewa Undangan Negeri situates. If we get Petra Jaya, we form the government of Sarawak. But we lost opportunity. But one big step to put Petra Jaya is one big and huge giant step to Petra Jaya. Now ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't possible, it doesn't look like being possible in 2010. But through the effort of our leaders in DAP, PAS and PKR, under the finger of Pakatan Rakyat, we made it in Sibu. After making it in Sibu, in 11 months' time, on the 16th of April 2011, the Pakatan Rakyat, especially DAP and the Pakatan and PKR, made it again. We made history. We jumped from 6 adults to 12 adults. In DAP alone, plus 3 from PKR. For the first time in Sarawak history, we saw a genuine opposition in the Dewan Undangan Negeri of Sarawak. Thank you, Malaysians. Thank you. Only through your joint effort we made it. We have written history in Sarawak. It is about time now time now we join minds. It's about time now we join hearts to get together and march to Putrajaya. Make magic the opposition leader in parliament. It may not be difficult in the event you look at Sarawak from 1 in 2001 to 15 in 2011. 10 years time. But when you see a chart in 2010, May 16 to 15 in 2011, I can assure you politics is the art of the possible. Nothing is now impossible. Together we can make it. I am sure there are a lot of Sarawakians living in Selangor. There are a lot of Sarawakians living in Klang, living and working in Johor, in Singapore, and in Penang. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just give you the figures. In 1970, when Sarawak was just 7 years old in Malaysia, the population of Sarawak was 976,000. That was about 9.35% of the population of Malaysia. In 10 years' time, in 1980, Sarawak had a 1.2 million population, comparing in 13.1 million population in Malaysia. That makes about 9.16% of the Malaysian population. In 1991, we have 1.6 billion people in Sarawak out of 17.6 million population in Malaysia. That makes about 9.09%. You can see the percentage is getting lesser and lesser. From 9.35%, it turns to 9.16%. From 9.16%, it turns to 9.09%. And then in another 10 years, in 2000, the population was 2 million, which is only 0.06% of the population of Malaysia, 22.2 million. In 2010, 2 years ago, Sarawak's population was 2.42 million, making it only 8.78% of Malaysian population of 27.56 million. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you these figures to show you that a lot of Sarawakians do not see hope in Sarawak. A lot of Sarawakians are looking for greener pastures. In Semenanjung Malaysia, and especially in such areas as in Selangor, especially in Klang, Johor, and in Penang. Now, if we are able to convince ourselves that in 1970 we make about 9.35% of the Malaysian population, if we maintain that ratio and not 8.78% in 2010, we can say that at least 157,000 Sarawakians have left Sarawak for greener pastures in Semenanjung Malaysia. When I said in the Dewan Undangan Negeri that at least about 100,000 Dayaks and anak-anak Sarawak have left Sarawak to find employment in Semenanjung Malaysia, the Chief Minister of Sarawak, Tan Mahmud, told me left, right, and center. He asked me to show proof, but the figure that I'm showing to you now does not come from me. The figure I'm showing you now comes from Parliament by the Prime Minister's office on the 16th of March 2011. So I am able to go back to Dewan Undangan Negeri on the 14th of May 2012 and tell Tan Mahmud, the figures are here, the figures do not lie. The person who lied about Sarawak is the Chief Minister of Sarawak. Ladies and gentlemen, I have one more issue to go to tell about the NCR land. A few colleagues of mine have spoken about the native customary rights land in Sarawak. They are telling you a lot of our NCR land have been seized by the Sarawak government. A lot of this land have been given to the cronies of the Barisan Nasional. Those cronies are always supporting the Barisan Nasional. and always against the opposition parties, Pakatan Rakyat in Sarawak. Now, I am unable to give the exact figure how much land of NCR has been taken by the Barisan National cronies, but I am able to tell you the figures given to me by the Minister of Land Development, James Masik himself. James Masik is an Iban, and I was about to ask who in the Dewan Undangan Negeri in Sarawak, who in Parliament have been speaking for and on behalf of the Dayak community on matters relating to NCR land. Not the Dayaks, not the Dayak Aduns, not the Dayak MPs in Parliament. The people who speak on behalf of the Ibans, on behalf of the Dayaks in Sarawak are coming from the DAP and DAP. And even the Barisan National Government have been telling all the ahli-ahli Muhammad in Dewan Undangan Negeri, who are you in DAP? You are Chinese. You have no right to speak on behalf of the Ibans. And the paramount leader of the Ibans in Sarawak is none other than the Deputy Chief Minister Alfred Jabu. There is another minister or assistant minister who said in the Dewan Undangan Negeri, I am Iban, and who Iban are you? You have no right to speak on behalf of the Ibans concerning the plight of the Ibans in Sarawak. But if the DAP, if the Pakatan Rakyat, Wakil Rakyat are not talking on behalf of the Ibans and on behalf of the Dayak in Sarawak, Dewan Undangan Negeri, the Dayak MPs and YBs and Aduns in Sarawak would not talk on behalf of their own people. If your own people do not speak on behalf of their own people, you can only depend on others from other political parties to speak on your behalf. So ladies and gentlemen, it's a sad history. It's a sad episode in Sarawak that Ibans from the Barisan National do not speak on behalf of their own communities. That's the reason why they shut their eyes, they close their ears when NCR land was seized from the people, was seized from the natives of Sarawak and given the promise of the Barisan National. Now, they promised in 1996, they issue a handbook to say to the natives, especially Ibans in Sarawak, saying to them, promising to them, so long as you own NCR land over and above 50 acres, every year you would enjoy a dividend return of 40,000 ringgit. 50 acres, 40,000 ringgit dividend every year, based on the oil palm price of 1,400 ringgit per ton. Ladies and gentlemen, the price of oil palm, the price of palm oil has now at least tripled. It's now 3 times, about 4,500. And yet, can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, how much dividend has been given by our oil palm plantation to the natives who had given the land for oil palm plantation in the name of joint venture in Sarawak? The answer was given to me by James Masing on the 13th of May 2009, on the very day that I was suspended. I was about to be suspended from the Dewan Undangan Negeri for talking too much for people of Sarawak. I'm hoping that I'm not talking too much tonight. I'm only telling you what I have to tell you tonight. Now, James Masing tells us there were 30 joint ventures or 24 joint ventures, but only 4 joint ventures managed to pay out dividends. The amount of dividends paid out was 2.3 million out of a joint venture acreage of 1 million. Ladies and gentlemen, from 1996 until 2009, the native communities in Sarawak who have surrendered their land, NCR land for oil palm plantation, enjoyed only 2.3 million, 13 years, 2.3 million out of 1 million acres agreed to be the joint venture. How much is it per acre, ladies and gentlemen? If you use a calculator, you can show and convince yourself that the dividend is only 27 cents per acre per year. 27 cents. And yet, the native communities in Sarawak have been promised 40,000 ringgit for 50 acres every year. What does that amount to? It amounts to a bluff. They bluff to the native communities, give your land to us, the LCTA, etc., etc. Let us develop it for you. And yet, how much is 27 cents? I'm not a smoker. If you are a smoker, I'm sure you are able to tell yourself 27 cents an acre a year is not even to buy half a stick of cigarette. Am I correct? Half a stick of cigarette. But when the NCR land is taken by the cronies companies do not employ local native, local Iban. Those people who are employed are the Indonesians. In other words, land owners in Sarawak, the owners of NCR land, give the land to the cronies of the Barisan Nasional to develop. And yet, they are not getting jobs. And for those who are getting jobs, they are paid 8 ringgit a day. What is 8 ringgit a day? And that's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, there is something consoling. There is something I'm able to tell you that even the very hardcore poor, the poor people in Sarawak, the native, the Ibans, the Dayak, they are awakening. They saw that the Chinese are awakening. The Chinese are waking up. They are very jealous, as a matter of fact, that DAP have been enjoying so much Chinese support in the last Sarawak State election in 2011. And a lot of them, in fact, have been supporting the DAP in state constituencies such as Tudong, Kidurong, Kota Sentosa, Patugawa, etc. Those are mixed areas where the Chinese voters are about 60-65%. But when you are able to gather a lot of Iban support in those areas, now, in the event that the Chinese are awakening, in the event that the Ibans are awakening, and I can see in Sibu parliamentary election, even the Malays are awakening, where do we stand? We are no longer standing on crossroad in a crossroad. We are now standing on the road to Putrajaya, ladies and gentlemen. So I appeal to you all. Let us stand together. Let us join force. I can see Satu Malaysia here. I can see Malaysians here, PJ folks here, standing together in one unity together with the Sarawakians. And I have been told that the amount of donation raised from the floor alone is not small. Thank you for the 38,150 ringgit that you are now donating to the DAP coffer. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope to see all of you smile. I hope to see all of you beam